today was one of those days. Try to have some patience. I try to really stick to my strategy, the 5-minute pullback strategy. Ended up buying a little bit of shares. Ended up making over $300 with that small position. But obviously, I would have made much more if we had gotten the pullback that I was looking for. But I was able to manage my risk, manage my opportunity, the cost of opportunity, and really just have a solid plan, being in the driver's seat for the entire trade. And if you're going to be a day trader, if you're going to be trading, you got to be able to identify opportunities and then also be able to control your emotions. Be in the driver's seat, baby. Being in the driver's seat is going to be the number one thing that's going to make you a profitable day trader. Having a plan, getting into the trade, understanding the outcomes. If this pulls back, what's going to happen? If it goes to the moon, what's going to happen? Overall, having a idea, having a strategy is the key. And I'm talking about that in this video, kind of everything that went down. I'll talk about it all in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Let's go! All right, so this morning, MLNT. I've been waiting for a pullback for quite some time. Since about 8 o'clock, I've been watching this thing, looking for a nice pullback on the 5-minute chart. This candle right here isn't real. It shows a pullback 250. It did not pull to 250. It's just been kind of skirting along, staying above the EMAs here. And I just want to see this pullback. I want to see, I'd be happy with like 340 area. I think 340 would be a good entry here for this thing to push above $4 at open. Looking at the daily chart, we're like, got a nice little gap here above $4, up there to the 440 area, almost all the way to $5. So kind of watching this $4 area closely, but still just not really getting my entry. So I'm just waiting. I'm sitting back. I'm waiting. Obviously, I've missed out on a large move, really, because I've been sitting here since about 8 o'clock watching this 8:30 area, watch this go higher and higher and higher. But the 5-minute chart just not showing me my entry just yet. That's really what it comes down to. So I'm just waiting for that washout. I want to see that pullback down to the 340 area. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't, but at least I'm protecting my capital or protecting myself from possible downside. I know exactly what's going to happen here. Is if I end up buying here at 380, the stock's going to pull back to the 350 area anyway. So I'm just going to sit back and be patient. If I don't get the trade, I don't get the trade. And that's really what it comes down to. Waiting for that 5-minute pullback. It's got to stick. I got to stick to the plan. If I'm going to have a plan, I might as well stick to it. I can't have a plan and then not use that plan. So really, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting back and waiting. And obviously, it's a little painful because it's like green, all the way to 390. That's a nice move from the 330s. But we just haven't got that clear, beautiful entry that I'm looking for. My overall strategy right now, that 5-minute chart, I need to see that setup. I need to see that setup before I go and jump into this. It's kind of one of those things, it's obviously it hurts right now while it's going higher, but it's going to hurt a lot more if this thing ends up dipping down as I buy here at the 380 area. So I'm going to just sit back here waiting and watching, see what happens here, if it's going to run, if it's going to do something. It's probably, here it goes again, trying to push above his 390 now. And I'm just sitting back and trying to show some restraint, trying to show some fortitude here, patience. Even though I want to buy it, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to wait because I know exactly what's going to happen. If I do buy it, it's going to end up pulling back. And then if I don't buy it, it's going to go to the moon either way. So there's no winning here for me. There's no winning. I just got to stick to my plan and stick to the overall strategy. Like I said, there's no point in having a strategy if you don't follow it. So that's really what I'm waiting for right now. Maybe we'll get it at open. We'll get a nice little pullback there at open, kind of a gap and crap kind of move. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Just looking for this 5-minute chart to kind of set up and show me some opportunity. Let's see if we get it. The buyer is still just coming in there, wanting to go higher here. But patience. Patience is king, my friends. Patience is king. All right, so I'm not sure we're going to get the 5-minute pullback here before we get this push back above $4. So I'm just going to buy a little bit here. I'm going to buy about 500 there on this bit of a pullback. And I can add some more if we pull back down here to the 360 area. So If we pull back down here to the 360 area, I'm totally fine with that. I would like to add, 2 or 3,000 shares down there at the 360 area. But for now, just kind of taking a little bit of a feeler here at the 385. That way, just in case this does go to the moon, if it breaks back above $4, I'll be able to take a little bit of profit here and not miss out on the entire move. Now, that's also in the fact that I'm not going to fully size in. I'm not going to go and buy 5,000 shares here at 380. Yeah, obviously would like to buy 5,000 shares down there at the 360 area, but right now I'm just kind of slowly sizing in there. If this thing doesn't pull back, I'll look to take some profit. If it does pull back, I'll look to add some more. So either way, it's like a win-win for me at this point. As long as this thing kind of continues this trend higher. If it does go higher, I get a little bit of profit here. If it pulls back down to the 360 area, I can really kind of load up and then look for that move later on there at open. But for now, just kind of getting into the trade at least and, looking to capitalize a little bit here. Looking to make a little bit of money. If I can make $100 to $200 here on this trade, with only 1,000 shares, I'm happy. I'm not happy with that, but I'm okay with that because obviously I'm not risking a ton. I'm not risking a lot of money here by buying 5,000 shares as the stock is, a little bit higher than I'd want to be buying on the 5-minute chart, but at least I'm kind of getting into there and I'm getting a little bit of exposure to this trade. So we'll see what happens here if we can get this push above $4 before open. I like to see this push back above $4, take some profit there, and then see what happens at open if we can get that big pullback that we're looking for. We get the big pullback that we're looking for, that's going to really be the payday. But right now we're kind of just looking to get some action, make, a couple $100 here if this thing can push back above $4. And just kind of sitting back, waiting and watching here. I think as long as that 380 area can hold, it's going to be bullish. And this thing should be able to push pretty quickly back above $4. We'll see. I think in good spirit, though, I do feel good about at least, buying the dip here and not chasing it. It does feel a little bit better. Little bit. Obviously, I would have loved to have gotten the move, down there at the 360 and then be able to load up. But kind of is what it is, and we'll see if we can get this push back up there towards the $4 area one more time. What are we going to get? We can get that push here? Let's see. $4. Come on, baby. Not really sure I mean, it's kind of like, do I take the $100 profit if this pushes a 4? Do I get excited about a pullback? It's one of those things, I feel good either way here. That's a good place. I'm in a good place to be right now, I'm in the driver's seat here, and that's really what it comes down to. When you're trading, you got to make sure that you're in the driver's seat. You got to have a plan. You got to be confident in that plan. Understand the plan. What's the outcome here? What am I looking for? I'm looking for a move to the upside. If we get a bit of a pullback, I can add some more down there at the support area there on the EMAs. I got a solid overall idea, and that's much more relaxing, emotionally. It's much more relaxing to kind of have that overall solid plan here. Let's see if we can get that push up here to $4. Oh, got a bit of a drop, bit of volatility there going into 9 o'clock. Yeah. Bouncing back. Bit of a battle here at the 390 right now. Bit of a battle. You can see on the 5-man chart kind of what I'm looking for. This 370, 360 area loading up down there. Right now, we're just kind of in that area where I don't really want to load up. Looking for a little bit more of a dip here. But I'm still in the trade, so if we do get that big move up there to the $4 area, I'll take a little bit of profit. It's not the profit that I wanted, but it's still kind of got a solid plan here. It's at that fine line right now. It's got to push through here. There we go. Looking for that. Oh. Looking for a little bit more, maybe above 410 here if we can keep this squeeze going. Take some profit there. Look to take some more as this pushes Beautiful, above $4. Just like I talked about, above $4, getting those buyers to step in there and really get to squeezing. Let's see if we can get up there in the 430s here. We can sell 250 in the 430s on this little push right here. Beautiful. Taking 250 there. Still going, still going. We got 250 shares left here. See if we can ride this momentum a little bit more here. I think we might get a bit of a pullback. See if we can get back in the 430s right here, right now. Up to the... They'll take it right there. Beautiful. There it is. So basically, oh, not bad. That is a beautiful way to start the day. Making $382 there on MLNT. Showing you guys the trade here. Showing it all in real time and live action. Really, it's one of those things. I feel okay. I feel good about it because obviously, it worked out in my favor and I was able to capitalize and get in there and make some money. But, I was also able to have a plan and have a strategy here. I would have bought more if I got the dip. I wanted that 5-minute dip, but we just didn't get it. You can see we ended up getting close, but I was being a little bit greedy there, trying to have patience and really try to get that move down there to the 360, 370 area. We did not get that, obviously, but we did get the move like I talked about. Above $4, this thing went to the moon because everyone's kind of sitting there watching that $4 area. It breaks through $4, get the big squeeze. The volume comes in. The action heats up there above that whole dollar. And now, looking at the daily chart, we're kind of running into that gap fill there. Get that $4 to the 430 area. The gap fill we talked about earlier in this video in real time. We talked about this before it happened. And now you can see this move up there to the 450 now. So beautiful trade this morning there on MLNT. I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. And I'm going to start with a live stream so I can talk to you guys in live, real time. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So when you do subscribe, you'll get a notification when I do go live. So